I've asked a couple of people this and have sort of like run the gamut of opinions. But when two wrestlers especially, have got an issue with each other, do you advocate for ignoring each other, talking it out, or fighting? What's the sort of best way of dealing with the animosity?
Well, it's according to who you're dealing with too. You know, if you can talk to some guys who have a reasonable frame of mind, you can get them to talk it out, or one of them to talk it out, or the hothead. But if you get two guys that are hotheads, and in wrestling, you get a lot of those that think they can whip the world, but, you know, they really can't. And I think they should just go ahead and fight it out. I've suggested that to a couple of guys. You know who I suggested it to one time? Jimmy Cornette and Vince Russo. Because Jimmy, he goes on and on how much he hates Vince Russo. And in Vince's defense, he never really badmouthed Cornette, but he said he wished he'd leave him alone. So I told Jimmy, I said, Jimmy, listen, because every time you'd see Jimmy could get himself worked up. And, you know, he'd start doing this with his shirt, and he's that SOB and that MFer. And I said, Jimmy, why don't you call him up? I said, I'll do it for you. Why don't you say, and wherever you are and wherever he is, we'll find a cow field. Tell him to meet you at mile marker, whatever. And we'll walk up, and we could do it off the interstate. That'd be a good way to find at the mile marker. We'll walk up, step over that fence, and you guys just throw down. And whoever wins, and then let's let it go. Because I don't know what you expect to get out of this other than bad mouthing each other. But I really think that Jimmy liked bad mouthing him. Because when you hear Jimmy go on a rant, it's hilarious. He's a good talker anyway. He uses big words, and by the time you're listening to him, it's funny. It really is. But he doesn't want anybody to laugh at him, so you can't let him see you like chuckling. But he is so good when he pitches a bitch, I call it. He is so good that it's entertaining as hell. And that's why a lot of people get around Jimmy and just bring up Vince Russo's name, and that gets him going. And with Vince, I don't think he's that volatile. So, but he doesn't like Jimmy, and Jimmy doesn't like him.
I always call it in a different sort of situation. I've got certain friends who can go out for a nice drink and then pace themselves throughout the evening. But some people, I always call it, they hear the starting gun, bang, and then all of a sudden it's the 100-yard dash to drink as much as possible. And it sounds the sort of same with Jim. You just say something to rile him, and bang, the 100-yard dash gun goes off, and he's out the blocks.
Oh, Jimmy is notorious for that. I may have told this story, but I was working Smoky Mountain, and he had gotten mad at this guy who pulls the cables. Did I tell you this?
Yes, you did tell us this, yes.
And I don't know what it is about this guy, but he pissed Jimmy off. And Jimmy one day was agitated anyway. I think somebody brought up Vince Russo's name. So he was agitated, and I forgot. I think the guy walked in front of camera range. You know, and now it's going to be an edit. And so Jimmy grabbed him in the back and threw him up against the locker. I've told the story, and I had to pull him off of him. I said, Jimmy, stop. I mean, nothing's worth that. He's just, I don't know what the guy's problem was anyway. He knew not to do it, but these guys are not PhDs if you just got to pull a TV cord.